Alright, hey guys, I've been playing the Zenless Zone Zero beta for the past couple of days. We have finished the story pretty much, but there's plenty more to explore. I wanted to make a video on how the characters work in this game. There's a lot of variation between all the characters, but I wanted to go over the foundation of what a character is and everything that makes them up. So the way a character's kit varies pretty greatly from character to character. Of course, the way that their setup is the same. So I just want to go over how a character is structured. And then quickly at the end, I want to talk about some stuff regarding the beta and how I plan to move forward with making videos. So, we look at a character, Kaleda for example, right? We have her overall stats here. These two symbols are her type, so I'm not sure what this one is, maybe physical. There's no text with them, and then this one would be fire. You have your character here, stats. Here we have their level, so every 10 levels you need to ascend them or promote. There's a difference between ascending and promoting. So at the beginning, once you hit level 10, you need to promote them, which requires money, and then these promotion permits, which there's a different one for each 10 levels, a different material. And on the left here, we have multiple copies of Kaleda to ascend them, which just improves overall stats. Keep in mind that this does not lock the level, so you don't need to ascend in order to level up. So for our skills, every character has a normal attack, a special, and then an EX special, and then some kind of dodge with different counters and extra stuff for their dash, and then your QTE, combo, ultimate, and then their assist. So going back to the normal, it depends on the style of the character, right? So a character's basic could be a heavy attack, or it could just be a normal attack. There's not like the basic is the normal and the special is the heavy. It doesn't work like that. It's entirely dependent on the character. So some characters don't have heavy attack. Most of the time, their special attack or EX special attack will act as a heavy attack, whether or not it's actually a heavy attack or not. It'll have some similar staggering attack, even though it's not actually a heavy attack. That's the way I understand it so far. So like I said, it varies. Each character can have a bunch of different things. So Kaleda, basic, just normal, but there can be a basic, there can be a hold version, there can be a sub version of that attack. So if we go to someone like Miyabi and look at her skills, we have her basic attack, which is 5 slashes in a row, with the first 3 doing physical and the 4th and 5th dealing ice damage, and then 1 stack of arcane blade, right? And this is her sub attack. And this is all under just her basic attack. So that's pretty cool. There's a lot of variation. It's not just a normal hit and that's it. There's a lot of different stuff that can go on with just their basic attack. So Nekomata, for example, also has a basic and then a hold down during the 3rd attack to trigger this attack. Cool. So you can combo and do some cool things with just their normals. Now if you go to their special attack, there are 2 versions. If you've seen any gameplay so far, you'll know that this is like a charged up version. So these attacks are not on cooldown. There's no cooldown. You can just spam either of them. Spam either the basic or the special attack. Once you've gained enough energy, which will be the bar underneath the character, you can launch a special attack, which depends on the character as well. Sometimes a special attack is a completely new attack, or sometimes it's a charged up version of their special attack. So if you go back to Kaleda, for example. So Kaleda's special attack is a succession of combos where you just press it every time. And her EX version of this is just the same attack, but it does fire damage instead of physical, and it does a lot more damage. Now, these special attacks as well can have different variations, either press or hold versions. If you go back to Miyabi, I'm hopping around, but just to show how different these characters' kits are. So if we go back to Miyabi, and her EX special attack is completely different than her normal special attack, and it has 2 versions, the press and a hold version. Each character has a dodge, right? Every character can dodge, of course. They're invulnerable when they dodge. And then each character has some kind of dash attack, which you can attack while you're dodging, and then does something special. Like Miyabi just does physical damage. Let's hop to a different character, see what they do. So if you hop to Anton, look at his dodge. He's got, as well, different things that are only exclusive to him, but under his dodge. He's got 2 different dash attacks, and it's just crazy the variation underneath each of these abilities that there is between the characters. Like, we won't go through all of it, but Anton, look at all these different special attacks. He's got 2 versions of his EX, 2 versions of his normal that do different things, either electric or physical. There's a lot of variation. Now lastly, if we hop over to the QTE, this is our These are our combos, our ultimates, and our assists. So the combo is when the enemy is fully staggered, you use a charged up special attack, and then it triggers the combo, and you can swap to one of the other two characters that you have. Perform a combo, and it does their combo. So in order to do this combo, you'd have to be on another character, stagger, use their special attack, and then it goes over to Anton, and then he would do this combo attack. Every character's ultimate you can use once the decibel rating hits maximum. Maximum is like having full energy. There's different steps to the decibel. Uproar, then something, I don't know the succession of them, but once it hits maximum, that means you can use your ultimate. So lastly, this assist attack. Every character has an assist. Cool mechanic where if you get hit and you're staggered, you can swap out, you can quick swap to the next character, and they'll run it on the field, which cancels the stagger of that previous character, and they'll do this attack. So it's kind of like you get knocked, you tab out, your other character comes in to help you. That's sort of the idea here. And each character has their own special assist attack when they swap out onto the field. So all of these skills can be leveled up individually once you're at level 15 and higher. And as well as leveling up skills, you also have these talents down here, which have to be bought individually. So all of these do just like small things like restoring energy. When entering explosive stance, he gets a shield. You get the idea, right? So he's got different abilities that you can unlock, which are really cheap at level 1 just to unlock them. I don't know if you can level these up. I can't tell. In order to do this, you need Agent Star Level 2, which is promotion, which means you would need 10 copies of Anton to promote him to Star Level 2 in order to buy his talent. So lastly for the characters are their equipment. So if you head over to the equipment screen, you have these drives that you can add, and there's 6. You've seen this before, but it's a little bit different. There isn't a place to farm these. You get materials and then you roll for them at the shop, which I'll show you in just a second just so you can see it. But we have these 6, which there are set pieces, there's main stat, there's random stats. These ones are flat, so we have flat HP here, we have flat attack here, and we have flat defense here. And then these are random rolls, as you can see. Also, we have different we have some new main stats as well to work with. We got pen ratio, we have impact, which will affect how fast you increase that impact bar on an enemy, which will allow you to do combos. Alright, so here we are over at the music shop. This is how you get your drives. You're able to dismantle them for materials, plating material, XP material. You can break down all of these, and this is how you generate them. So if we just generate one right now, gives you a random one from a random set with a random stat, random quality as well. There are different levels to the shop, but you get that by increasing your proxy level, which is, as you can see, it limits the level of disk drives you can get. So if you'll see that there's a pattern being B and A tier being the highest. I don't know if there's gonna be S tier drives. I don't know yet. I don't really know how that's gonna work. But you can think of this as like leveling up your domains or going to a higher level domain at your AR level. You get drives, you can dismantle them for more materials, and that's pretty much it for how characters work. There's a lot of variation between their kits, as you can see, which is really exciting because they'll do different things. You have different combo opportunities. They all have ways that they can go together, do different things. It's all really cool. So I hoped this made sense and helped you understand a little bit better how the structure of these characters work. And as always, let me know if you have any questions. Now, I'm going to talk about some stuff regarding my coverage of this game, or rather this beta going forward. So the video is over. You don't have to listen to this boring stuff, but I am approaching this beta a little bit differently than the Honkai Star Rail beta for a couple of reasons. The game was just announced a couple months ago. Here we are at the first test. We know that there's going to be another test probably given their track record. Realistically, we're not going to see this game for another year or so. Honestly, I'm surprised at how polished this game is. I did not expect it to be this polished. But that aside, I'm still going to move forward with how I cover this game. So first of all, I'm super lucky to have gotten into the beta to be able to look at this game and play. I want to look at the game from a broader perspective, right? Like how the combat feels, what are the systems, how does it all flow together, that sort of thing. I don't think there's much point in looking really close at certain things like attack percentages and characters specifically and stuff. So that being said, I won't be taking a look at each character individually and their kits and their percentage and stuff like that. Probably just I think I want to do gameplay showcases of characters in sets of 3 of just them comboing the fuck out of things. And then if there is something that I think I want to talk about, like a certain system of the game or the way things work, I will do that. But I don't think that there's any point in going too deep, because this game is so far away from being released. I don't see the point, and I think it's kind of weird to milk it in that sort of way. So I hope you understand. That's it. As always, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if there's anything you want me to talk about regarding this game, if you've been watching other people play the beta, if there's anything you're curious about. Subscribe if you like the video. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. We're streaming this game every night around 11 p.m. Eastern, checking out the game, checking out all the characters, and that's it. Thanks for watching. See ya.